Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of Henry Kissinger Is Pokemon Going to Die? Not a threat.
Just a fact.
America's top leftism podcast by, of, for, with, without, up, down, left, right, and frequently about dumbasses.
B.A. start.
Yeah.
B.A. start dumbasses.
Which gives you 50 dumbasses at the start of the game.
Oh, so just our host roster.
Yeah, exactly. Choose your fighter.
You even
We're
get
we're like the polyphonic spree, except for none of us can sing, as far as I know.
It even gets you the locked characters of Andy and
Eddie.
Eddie. Sorry.
The characters who were canonically forced to retire.
Yeah, normally
Anyway.
they're grayed out at the start of the podcast.
Oh, God. Anyway, I'm Zach, aka Second Stage Water Evolution, Supreme Court, candidate Kavanaugh.
I like it.
Like Croconaw?
I like it.
Sure.
Oh, I'm Eden, aka Justice Kavanaugh.
I'm Sara,
All right.
aka Lodestar Worldwide Hip Hop.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm Caroline, aka Treason.
Hey, hang on a sec. Let me, did that pick up? I can't tell. Anyways,
I don't know what I just heard.
I just opened a fresh bottle of Beeb, and that's how I'm feeling about this week.
Okay, it sounded like you dropping a tiny little ice cube into an empty glass.
Yeah, that was the bottle cap bouncing around on my. Holy shit! This bottle sweated out like a third of its contents because of the humidity.
You know that that's not what sweat is.
I know that's not
or
what sweat is.
condensation is.
Yes, Zach, but have you never in your life heard someone refer to condensation on a drink or something as sweat?
Right
just
hand to God,
rejected-
literally never in my life.
No.
Okay.
I just reject the implication that the liquid in the bottle is coming out of the bottle through the bottle.
No, I meant like the third of the bottle's weight was just like sweat.
Oh.
Anyways, I popped open
What a good fucking podcast.
Listen, by four
Yo,
of
mind if I-
about up, down, left, right, BA start dumbasses. How y'all doing?
It's really hot outside.
It's really hot. I hope y'all are staying cool and beating the heat.
My skull is like a...
Dog days are
picking
here
for fun.
yet again, folks. The dog days, whew. Florence and the Machine doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about because they are not, in fact, over at all.
You keep talking about these dog days, and I don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. The fact that you said dog days so many times has me nervous. I can't explain it.
There's a good reason for you to be nervous. I'm the currently the vein popping out of his head guy from the holding it apart meme.
Holy shit.
Don't do this to me, Eden.
I said that specifically because I know that image bothers Sam just about as much as the words that I was otherwise going to say, so I still win.
Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator.
Rents versus Predator? Is this anything?
No.
This is our comedy workshop podcast. And at the end of every month, we get on stage and we do a big improv show. So this is like the ground. So
The groundlings.
It's oops, all unfunny hosts.
So where do we want to start this week? Last week was huge. This week is this week seems smaller because it wasn't last week, but it's still fucking big.
Let's talk about Brett.
Brett.
Oh, that's his first name. I forgot it.
Yeah, no, it's formerly often mistaken for Tom Kavanaugh.
What?
Wait, who's
It's a
Tom-
joke. It's a joke I've made on this podcast before. I was kind of hoping it would find purchase again, but the joke is that Tom Kavanaugh is an actor who played the Ranger in the live-action Yogi Bear movie, and also JD's brother on Scrubs.
I have not
Okay.
seen either of those things, but
Beloved
You haven't
character
seen
actor Tom
Scrubs?
Kavanaugh.
All right, beloved character actor Tom Kavanaugh.
Okay, this sounds familiar. It's
Someone
like
out there
putting
is
on.
laughing.
It's like putting on a jacket that I can sort of picture, but my eyes don't work, and I can't feel it.
That's fair. beloved character director Tom Cavanaugh is under some hot heat from the Senate floor this week as they trying to determine
spicy heats.
whether they're trying to determine whether or not he's fit to serve on the Supreme Court for the next 30, 40, 50 years of his life.
100.
Yeah,
200.
the man's
is he?
gonna live to be 100. He's gonna be a brain in a jar.
How old is he?
Old,
1,000.
but not that old. Like young old, you know?
Is he sub
Like-
50?
I'd say he's probably around 50.
Yeah, hovering around 50.
Okay,
I'm gonna
let's
say
go- let's-
52 based on nothing.
53.
Hey! Price is Right rules. I win, baby.
And just in case you're curious, shit. Fuck, I spelled it wrong. Never mind. I was gonna look up how old Tom Cavanaugh is, but I looked at the Tom Cavanaugh who plays, football.
Yeah,
There's too many.
is there one? Because I know that somebody on Twitter said that Kavanaugh sounds like the name of like a third-string Redskins quarterback.
It
Tom
really does.
Cavanaugh, the actor, is 54, which no one gives a shit, but it's blowing my fucking mind, because that dude looks so young.
Sarah, you're right. I don't give a shit.
Someone out there
Boom.
does. Someone out there heard Tom Cavanaugh is 54 and their eyes bugged out of their head, like Tex Avery style.
Welcome to this Tom Cavanaugh fan cast we apparently do now.
I don't even like him that much. It's just a stupid joke I keep making.
You do know 2 whole things that he's in, so...
Yes, because I watched a lot of Scrubs, and I saw him in the trailer for the live-action Yogi Bear movie. What do you want from me, Zach?
So you said that you watched Scrubs? Sarah,
Yes, I watched Scrubs.
where do you think we are right now?
Don't do this to me. Don't do me like this. Come on.
I thought we were doing our fun comedy podcast.
So the
Anyways,
Supreme
so
Court
Brentley-
is bound
Brentley-
to own us for the next 50 years just as bad as Zach owned Sarah.
Yeah.
Ooh!
So
It's really bleak, folks.
coming back from what was it? Labor Day weekend. I completely forgot the name of the holiday. Brett Kavanaugh dove dick first into Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation hearings in the Senate. And there was something that at the start of it on Tuesday, I actually tuned in for like 3-ish hours, as much as I could stomach before I was starting to
Thank
just
you
get
for your
extremely.
service.
I was just getting so fucking mad at Chuck Grassley.
Yeah.
More like Chuck
By the
Astley,
way,
if
hold
you
on.
ask me.
More like Chuck Astley.
More
Never
like
gonna give
more like
you
Windsor
up.
Heights. More like Windsor Heights. Dairy Queen is a good place for you know what.
Hey, more like fucks fastly, am I right?
That's
Has anyone
good.
said fuck Quizmo?
Fuck Quiznos?
Fuck
Like,
Gizmos.
Sorry, I was making a stupid. I was making
This
a
is
joke
not
about
a podcast.
I was making a joke about the Paper Mario character of Chuck Quizmo.
Oh, hey. More like Cuck Quizmo. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, here's the Chuck Grassley tweet I was just referencing, where he tweeted, "Windsor Heights Dairy Queen is good place for you know what" in 2014.
This sounds
Oh,
like
wow.
a fucking Mabim Bam bit.
Wait,
It's a good place for
didn't he also
you
tweet
know.
about, like, killed a deer or something like that?
Probably.
Is this a thing that he tweeted, or is this one of those cases where he had to like buy his handle off somebody else? Because there's that thing where the San Diego Chargers tweeted out, "I'm so hungry, gotta find my wife to go to PF Chang's" in like 2008.
Well, can I read the deer tweet?
Please
Yes.
read the dear tweet.
25th of October, 2012. Chuck Grassley. Fred and I hit a deer on Highway 136 south of Dyersville. After I pulled fender rubbing on tire, we continued to farm. Assume deer dead.
Thanks for the update.
So, the Senate hearing started off with a fucking bang because the night prior, about 40,000 pages of documents regarding Kavanaugh's, about 40,000 pages of legal documents of Kavanaugh's history got dumped in just this huge document dump. And all the Republicans were just basically lying out of their asses because they all said that they had, they had chances to read it themselves. The Republican Texas senator, whose name I can't remember, who kind of just looks like if you had to create like the most racist version of a human being from Community, like that's what you would get.
Ted Cruz?
No, the other one.
Texas, I thought you said.
Yeah, I said Texas.
Alright.
Is Ted Cruz not from Texas?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, where's
I think he's the
Isn't
Texas senator, but there's 2 senators.
Oh,
They're
he
also
is?
wait?
dumb.
Is he? Oh, wait. The guy who looks
John-
like
yeah, he's-
Yertle. The guy looks like Yertle the turtle.
Oh,
Yeah, racist Yertle the turtle. John Cornyn is his name, by the way. He made this very great claim that after everyone received the documents at about the same time, the Republicans apparently have some really good aides because they managed to read 40,000+ pages of documents in under 12 hours. Which I did some math on this. If every Republican senator had a bunch of aides that could read at the speed of processing those legal documents, because those things are fucking dense, but let's give some serious benefit of the doubt and say all of their legal aides know how to parse documents at, let's say, 70 pages per hour. That's being really generous. You'd still need 100 aides to read through all of it in depth.
Oh, let's say that one person were trying to read all of these to get the full
Good
picture.
fucking luck, dumbass!
Yeah. Now let's say 100 chimpanzees were trying to write these documents. No follow-up, thank you.
I liked it.
None.
But yeah, it was like
So there was the Democrats were trying to prevent the hearing from proceeding as planned.
I mean,
because
some of the Democrats.
Some of the Democrats were. Senators Blumenthal, the Booker, Feinstein,
White House, I think.
What's that?
White House, I think.
God, what a fucking name on that dude,
I know,
though.
right? There's a senator named fucking White House. Are you shitting me?
Like, that sounds like the bad guy in a direct-to-DVD sequel to XXX State of the Union.
No, it's like a Song of Ice and Fire character. It's like I was born into White House, and
Yeah, it's
House
like she
White
was
House.
anointed from birth to inherit political office.
to inherit the White House.
Correct.
I think that White House is actually just the most racist Game of Thrones house.
No, that's Tarly Century.
Yeah. But everyone was trying to prevent the things from proceeding as progress, but Chuck Grassley was pretty much just steamrolling everyone. His big reasoning was that they were not in, I can't remember the fucking word for it, but like the precursor to the hearing itself. I'm just gonna call it like open floor or whatever because I can't remember the actual word for it. But he was basically
It was
saying,
like before opening statements.
yes, before opening statements. This was all going around. No opening statements had happened yet. A lot of the Democrats were pushing for this to just be halted and being like, we need more fucking time for this. And Grassley was just like, you've had 12 hours. What the fuck else do you need?
Which is how
a
everything kind of
normal
happens in
amount
our
of
government
time
now.
to read 42,000 documents.
It's just like we have our hearings.
And that's
like,
just the dump that was released the night prior. There are about 100,000 documents, 100,000 pages of documents. And from what I recall, I gotta double check my numbers here because I remember seeing somewhere some stat that said 94% of Kavanaugh's history, on the books history, is just not available to the Senate.
weird.
Like, I mean, that's so much.
Didn't he have some bizarre baseball game ticket involving like massive amount of debt that the GOP refuses to like look into at all?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. He's gonna be confirmed. It's great.
Yeah. But there is some good stuff, like actual
Yeah.
like hashtag resistance stuff happening.
Instead of just the normal
of
like
this hearing.
Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
Sir.
Like, guess we'll die. It's important that the norms of the Senate be respected. Wait, oh, fuck. I just remembered something that we can talk about later. Yeah, some of the hashtag, resistance stuff that's actually, happening in the midst, of this hearing. There were two highlights, I think, in particular from, Kamala Harris and Cory Booker.
Yeah. So let's get into those because there's just so much to fucking unpack with the hearings and it's still in progress. So we're going to probably have an update for this. We're probably going to have an update on this next week. But the big takeaway right now is that there is evidence basically that Kavanaugh is going to seek to reverse Roe v. Wade, which like we all knew it, but now we have like hard evidence for it. And with I don't want to say with any luck, because it's going to take a lot more than just any luck. Like, with a lot of luck, this will convince, Collins and Murkowski to flip onto voting no on him here. And that's very much fingers crossed that we do not have to deal with Joe Manchin or everyone's third favorite Doug Jones, voting to confirm him.
Mm-hmm. I would not hold my breath on Collins, because apparently, like, last week or something like that, she gave a statement that was like, he told me that he's pro Roe v. Wade, and that's good enough for me. Which, like, I love to take a conservative person trying to get elected.
It probably,
trying to get appointed
let's
something at their
get
word.
into
I
the
didn't
Booker
read this
thing, 'cause
exact-
Booker, sorry to steamroll you there, Caroline. What were you going to say?
Oh, just like as an aside, Zach, I don't remember reading that exact news story, but shit, I forgot. Like, I lost my train of thought mid-sentence. What were you talking about?
What was it? Were we talking about Collins?
Roe v. Wade.
Oh yeah, it was. There was a document released like a couple weeks ago that showed Susan Collins had like pre-endorsed Brett Kavanaugh, like she pre-approved him.
Yeah.
So.
Can you do that? Can you just pre-order a candidate and get like some DLC bonus at the start, like on release date?
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine like what Senate DLC would be. It's like alternate costumes.
You unlock the 101st senator for by pre-ordering.
You get the fucking clown robe costume.
You get Mike Pence.
Just get him.
Yeah, you get everything.
I mean, in the event of a 50-50 split in the Senate, Mike Pence does come in and cast the VP does come in and cast a vote.
Yeah, you get the.
He does come in
he
and
was
cast
previously
a meteor.
behind a paywall as part of the tiebreaker expansion.
Okay, so the big takeaways from Kavanaugh currently are Booker and Harris. They're like the ones who are big up, and like Blumenthal's been like saying a lot of things, but Booker is the one who really fucking put his money where his mouth is, because he was basically saying that he was going to violate Senate law in order to disseminate information to the public and release a shitload of emails that were sent by Brett Kavanaugh revealing his racial biases and other lies. And there were certain things where, and so Booker did this within 2 hours of stating that he was going to, because.
Hell yeah.
Going to do it? I did it 30 minutes ago.
Thank you. He posted it, he did it about 2 hours after he said he was going to do it on the Senate floor. And, so Kavanaugh explicitly committed perjury, like, unabashedly. I don't remember who it was, but he explicitly said, while I was in the Bush administration, I did nothing involving this one person. I did not do anything to help his politics. And then there was an email from Kavanaugh that said, okay, let's assemble the troops assemble the legal troops. I mean, to get, like, behind this one same guy who he explicitly said I did not do anything with.
Cool.
Doesn't matter, but, you know.
Yeah, but fucking Booker, like, on the Senate floor, like, saying that he disseminated these documents knowing that it was a violation of, like, Senate procedure, and basically saying, like, and I've been told that I can be removed from, like, expelled from the Senate for doing this, but I feel like it's important that these documents be made public. And, you know, he's doing, like, a little bit of, like, his trademark, like, grandstanding, where it feels like he's making a speech, like, all the time. But,
yeah.
But he also very much, like, I don't remember who read it, but somebody on the Senate floor did read, like, the exact piece of policy that was like, if you do this, you can be expelled from the Senate. And he basically said, like, do it, take the shot. Like, he was like, better make it hurt, better make it count, better kill me in one shot.
So just for clarification, Kavanaugh claimed that in sworn testimony that in which he told Ted Kennedy he was, quote, not involved in handling, quote, Bill Pryor's nomination. And then there is a picture from an email that says he was invited to, quote, an emergency umbrella meeting at a private law firm to discuss nominee Bill Pryor's hearing. So no word on whether or not he actually attended that umbrella meeting, but given that he was working at a private law firm and not showing up to that probably meant you're not working here anymore, you can reasonably assume that he did go to that meeting to help.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did very much like that, like, Booker did very much at one point say with a hot mic, "Bring it." He was like, "Bring it."
He literally did say that. I couldn't remember
He
if I
said,
imagined
"Bring it."
Oh, really?
He said.
I did not see that.
What are you gonna? He said literally.
He said,
what are you
"Bring
gonna
the
do with that
charges,
big
bring
bat?
the charges," and then
Bring it.
then I guess said, "Bring it."
Yep. And then he also said, literally, I'm not making this up, "What are you going to do with that big bat, Senator Cornyn? Better kill me in one shot. Better do it in one hit."
You can't do it. I already did it.
Mr. Cornyn, what that bat do? Sorry, I'm gonna back for a minute.
So the other big hashtag resistance moment that I saw part of these proceedings was a stellar cross-examination. Like, there's really no other word for it, from Kamala Harris. Now, I am not
she opened up the court record and just like perused a lot of the evidence for about 15 minutes, and then scrolled back and forth between statements, consulted a walkthrough, and then hit the objection button,
and then died in her sleep.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, you gotta reset it your last save.
You gotta you gotta go and take the parrot, put it on the witness stand,
cross-examine the parrot,
die in your sleep. Stupid fucking podcast.
Yeah, fuck.
Stupid podcast.
Stupid. Basically, like, I'm not the big, like, Kamala Harris fan. In fact, like, I'm mostly, like, kind of like, I don't think, like, a prosecutor can really be, like, a true progressive, especially one who is constantly saying, like, well, as a prosecutor, but,
Miles Edgeworth died for
this
your
doesn't
sins, so take that back.
This doesn't mean that Kamala Harris and Cory Booker are like good and cool politicians with good and cool policies.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is still extremely
really
a cop.
Good and cool for fucking once in this entire administration.
Right, like meaningful action. It's good. But so she, for a good 3 minutes, went into like full prosecutor mode and cross-examined Kavanaugh on the stand, asking him, if at any point he had any conversations with anybody from, I forget the name of the law firm, unfortunately. So I'm going to pop open the CNN article. But any interaction, any conversation.
Let's call it the right anything agency.
I'm going to kill you.
Better make it count. Better do it in one shot.
God, enough. She went into full prosecutor mode and asked Kavanaugh if he had discussed the Mueller investigation with anybody who works at Kasowitz Benson Torres, which is, according to CNN, the New York law firm founded by Donald Trump's personal attorney, Mark Kasowitz. And fucking Kavanaugh like immediately went into like, I don't recall. Like mode, and he repeated the name of the law firm like for dramatic like to be like, Kasowitz, eh? Not ringing any bells. And so she was like, I want you to think about this very carefully.
Like he was stumbling over the name Kasowitz.
Yeah, like he was
like he didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, like Kasa who? She's like, I want you to think about your answer very carefully. If you spoke to anybody from this law firm about the Mueller investigation. And he was basically like, I don't recall. And she's like, oh, you don't recall? Like, you have such a good memory and you've remembered everything else in these proceedings. And this probe has not been going on for a long time. So did you or did you not talk to anybody from this, law firm? He basically is like, I can't say I know anybody from that law firm. And she's like, that's not the question that I was asking. And he tries this like 2 or 3 more times. And then she
I'm
finally...
sorry I keep referencing Ace Attorney, but he's just going...
He tries like, I'm not sure who works there. Could you give me some names of people? Yeah. And Kamala Harris is like, I think you are thinking of the name of someone in particular, and I want to know what that name is. I'm asking you a direct yes or no question. Yeah.
She's like, I think you know who I'm asking about, and you just don't want to say who it is. And literally, there's an audible like, whoo, in the court.
That was Bernie.
Not to keep referencing Ace Attorney, but he's literally just playing a full Yanni Yogi.
He's fucking Winston Payne, like his hair is like exploding.
No, it's a Yanni Yogi. He's just playing as dumb as possible. Please defer to me. I'm the Ace Attorney expert here.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, he's like fully like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember that because I was deprived of oxygen in an elevator on the way down here.
Yeah.
He couldn't remember it because he ate a big bowl of chili.
Fuck! That segues really good into something else.
Sure
If we
does.
want to talk about that.
Well, there is one more thing from the Kavanaugh-Harris thing that I wanted to cover, because Harris did explicitly grill him at one point, asking him this question, pardon the sexist language, but I'm quoting Kamala Harris, who's not, woke about trans bodies, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
She explicitly is not, if you look at her voting
she
record.
she did some very fucking bad shit in her district attorney.
Yeah, but she was basically like, are you aware of any any laws that prevent that limit a man's right to choose medical procedures? And he just he fumbles for a minute, and he does the complete the lawyer thing of being like, well, I mean, if you're a man, you can get a vasectomy, or you can get, and she's like, I mean, choosing, right to choose. Are you aware that? He's like, I'm not. No.
Right to what?
So they're turning the screws to him. Hopefully this fucking ends well. I don't think it will, but God.
I think the best case scenario that we can hope for is he gets this could likely happen. He gets confirmed, but the actual fighting for once that the Democrats did might energize voters in November to try to flip one of the houses.
So you're thinking he's definitely going to get confirmed?
That sort of thing kind of counts on us. What do you think? Then once we flip some of the houses, we do some packing?
That's
I mean, I feel like the Dems will see that as a dirty. I feel like any Dem who takes the White House will just see that as a dirty tactic.
Yeah.
I have no faith in the Dems to actually follow through on policy once they get the House. Once they get one of the houses. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's better than the current Republican hellscape we have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think slightly better than the current, what's going on right now is the best I can hope for, because everything's so fucking bleak.
We have to swing so much because, I mean, Doug Jones isn't up for a vote.
Hang on, which Doug Jones?
Everyone's third favorite.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. He's not up for vote, so he's stuck in there. I don't think Manchin's going anywhere. I don't know anything about the politics in that area. Those are experts some of our other experts on this podcast, would know a little bit more about that. But, so we have a couple of really big fucking question marks.
Yeah. This shit fucking sucks.
I do think though that if
a lot of good things that could happen.
If this questioning keeps being as aggressive as it is during this hearing and continues to expose ways in which this dude is deeply shady, I haven't completely given up hope.
I just think no matter what happens, Collins will just pull a fucking McCain and be like, I'm standing up against Donald Trump and I'm going to confirm Justice Kavanaugh. Rest in fucking pieces,
God.
John McCain.
We have to contend with so many Jeff Fuchs and etc. and Susan Collins fighting over being the next McCain. Oh, sorry
to bother about this, but did you see that stupid fucking thing that Eric Erickson, the man so nice they gave him the same fucking name twice? Where he was
Christ.
where he was like, well, Cory Booker, this is not real courage. Probably nothing's gonna happen to you. John McCain was real courage. You're just a fake bullshit boy. I don't know why my impression of people that I hate turns into Droopy the dog, but it just kind of does.
This isn't true courage.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Justice Kavanaugh. Thank you.
It sounds like Huckleberry Hound now.
No, Huckleberry Hound has that twang.
Yeah.
There it is. He's here.
It's me, Huckleberry.
We've got Huckleberry Hound on the podcast.
It's me. I'm your Huckleberry.
And Jordan Peterson here.
Wow. What a guest host filled podcast we've got now. Huckleberry Hound and U of T psychology professor Jordan B. Peterson. Some HKIP exclusive.
Some real all
Thank you
star.
for having
Jordan's
me.
V. Peterson. Anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah, fuck. Can we move on to the other big bowl of chili moment?
fuck?
I mean, I feel like Alex Jones is more of a shout out than anything, but
Yeah, but big bowl of chili.
What does
While we're
that
talking about-
mean?
He got
Alex Jones forgot his children. Last year, when Alex Jones was on trial, he forgot that his children existed, and because he ate a big bowl of chili that day.
Oh,
He couldn't
yeah,
remember how
yeah.
old his children were, and they asked why. And it's like, I had a big bowl of chili.
I know.
It gave
Okay,
me
I know.
amnesia.
To be clear, I do know that it was his children's age that he forgot. I do like saying that he forgot the existence of his children because he had a
That's
big
how
bowl
I
of
always
chili.
remember it. It's like he forgot his children existed because, well, there's a big bowl of chili.
I wonder, like, if that's...
Infowars.com, prisonplanet.info, big bowl of
Mama
chili
supplements.
big bowl of chili dot jizz,
Fuck.
That's also pretty good.
forgot my children dot fart.
Now, you see, these supplements, they look like bowls of chili, because they're pure and they're from the earth.
I wonder...
This is if you go to infopickle.fart, you can pick up a forget me shot which is made of chili and the forget me shot from The Simpsons. Drink it and you will forget everything.
I wonder if he, like, literally does forget, like, just everything every time he eats a bowl of chili, and that's why...
Like his mind just blanks out and he has to
Blacked out
he, like,
for a month straight because he drank a glass.
Like, yeah, like somebody
Blacked out for a month
Infowars.com has
straight?
to shake him awake and explain to him who he is and what he does, like in the beginning of that one, Call of Duty game.
He's got fucking memento tattoos all over his body.
Yeah, he wakes up and it's just "You are Alex Jones" tattooed across his forehead.
It's fucking 51st bowls of chili.
He wakes up in the Temple of Time with nothing but a Sheikah slate to his
Wait,
his name.
if it's 51st bowls of chili, do they have to show him the video of his kids being born?
and of him making the chili, the other 49 bowls of chili.
No, it's just every time he eats the chili, he forgets everything, and that's why he forgets not to eat chili again.
Yeah, it's like when Joe
Like,
kept taking the
he's getting-
forget-me-nows on Arrested Development.
Yeah.
He has a Polaroid, which is a big bowl of chili on it, and then on the back it just says, "Don't believe it's spices."
Okay.
I'm crying.
This is an all-time dumb bit.
This is I'm calling this shot. You are hearing this voice either on the podcast or on YouTube because this is a Family Guy funny moment for us.
Oh my god. Well, you can't not watch it.
You can't not watch a video clip labeled 51st bowls of chili.
Yeah, I got
What if it's
Jesus
Prison
Christ.
Planet who keeps drugging his chili?
Oh God, Paul Joseph watching. Imagine my shock at who's been putting brain poison in the chili.
Yeah, like he puts brain force, like he puts like 60 pills of brain force in them, which gives him too much of it gives him too much
Too much
burst
soy.
of energy.
Too much soy.
Yeah,
He
just got-
overloads it.
I just got Paul Joseph Watson
He
come-
overloads.
Oh.
He overloads. It's like one of those old timey like pinball machines where you get to like 99999, then it flips over to a bunch of zeros again.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like when you get Gandhi to nuke you in Civ.
like, what the fuck? Wait, but I mean, did you see the new beard he's got? He is a soy boy now.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is
Oh,
confirmed soy boy.
speaking of beards, who saw Jack fucking Dorsey what was he in the Senate this week talking to Republicans about how they have been censored on Twitter?
You ever hear what his voice sounds like? He sounds like shit.
I never want to hear that voice.
I've not heard
He looked like, I know what the lead singer of the Front Bottoms looks like, but if I didn't, he is what I would assume the Front Bottoms lead singer to
No
look like.
way. No, I'm not letting that one fly.
Okay, what does he? What does
He looks like
sound
fucking Mel Gibson.
He does look a lot
I was just
like
thinking he
Mel
looked like
Gibson, is the
Goofus
thing.
from the Goofus and Gallant comics.
No, he literally looks like miniature Mel Gibson right now.
Does Goofus have a beard?
No, I mean, I didn't
Goofus
know what
is,
he
like,
looked like
10.
until like a little while
Yes,
ago.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he has a beard. It's called his girlfriend. The joke is that Goofus
okay.
and Gallons are gay.
Thank
Thank you.
So anyway, Alex Jones finally made the fatal mistake that got him banished from Twitter forever, which was doing something mildly rude in Jack Dorsey's presence.
Yeah, and saying, I demand to see my accuser.
So what exactly did he do?
I have no idea, but he got into
I
a
don't
fuck.
know.
He almost like
It
fucking
had to
got.
be
He
something
almost like.
really
I can actually take this one. I read the story because it's really fucking good.
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah.
Please do.
So essentially, Jack Dorsey was at like this special committee hearing or something like that. I don't know the exact name of what he was being called to, where a bunch of Republicans were like, "Why are you censoring our voices on Twitter?" And they're having that conversation.
Why
And
are you closed?
Alex Jones basically ran into the room unannounced and started yelling at Jack Dorsey and just at the people there in general, claiming he
And
was being
fucking
censored.
Communism Kills was there?
Yeah, she came
What?
with him.
What?
With him. Yeah, Communism Kills came with him as well. I don't know why.
This is quite the wrinkle.
And then he
I didn't
ran
know
up.
Communism Kills was there.
He ran up to.
She doesn't leave the house, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
thought she did.
You know damn well I. Yeah, there's the pictures in podcast chat. You can see her in the back.
Oh my god.
But the thing that kills me more than anything else is, so he ran up to Marco Rubio, who's being interviewed, and he started like yelling stuff at him about being like being weak or whatever. And he grabbed him by the shoulder, right? And Marco Rubio went, "Don't touch me," and I won't because I won't call the police. I'll deal with you myself. And then Alex Jones started making like a crying, mocking voice, going like, "Oh, is
Chachi, Chachi.
yeah, Chachi, is he gonna beat me up?" And it's just, it was there's a video of it on Twitter, I think, and it's just surreal to watch because like he almost gets into like a full-on fist fight with Marco Rubio, and it's the most Alex Jones thing that's ever happened.
Can you imagine Marco Rubio like truly being in a fight?
No.
Who was it that got their fucking shit rocked over some leaves last year?
Rand Paul!
Yeah, let him get Rand Paul'd.
Wait, can you remind me what this is?
Rand
Rand
Paul's
Paul's
neighbor
neighbor,
beat
like-
the living shit out of him over a lawn grooming dispute. Like, went over to a sitting U.S. senator's house and just fucking wailed on the guy. It ruled.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be in serious. I'm gonna be in serious abdominal pain
It was.
tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure it was something like Rand wouldn't move a pile of leaves that was annoying the neighbor, or vice versa. The neighbor wouldn't move a pile of leaves that was annoying Rand, and that's how it ended, which is very cool and
I
good.
guess
Cool.
you could call him Slammed Paul.
Yeah, you
that doesn't work. Honestly, I want to take that one back.
It's too late.
It's a slant rhyme.
Yeah,
It's
Uh,
avant-garde.
Canned Paul. Is that better?
Shit
No.
canned Paul.
Yeah, shit canned Paul. That's my nickname for
Shit
next
canned
week.
Paul.
OC, do
Alright,
not
yeah.
do not steal.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, but this is completely out of left field from what we've been talking about. But did we ever talk about the Papa John's website?
Oh, fuck,
I don't
no.
think we did.
Okay, so, shit.
Zach, you obviously know this one.
Yeah. So,
So John
Papa-
Frusciante got fucking shit canned for being racist. Racist
Yeah,
Papa John's.
We did talk about that on our episode. As I recall, several of us had like Papa John's shit can like names that week.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so he put up like this fucking like divorced dad website that was like the kind of like your mom won't let me see you, but I just want you to know how much I love you. And Papa
It was like
John's
the board is silencing me.
Yeah, I'm being censored for my beliefs. That sometimes it's okay to do a racism. But, the Papa John's, the corporation, put up this weird, like, video of, like, it was so weird. It was, like, text...
better from Papa John's. So
yeah.
did we.
It was... but it's like the fucking...
All
the-
I ever wanted from Papa John's is for...
racist.
All I ever wanted from Papa John's is, like, okay pizza and your CEO to not say the N-word.
Failed step one. But, like, the aesthetics of this video are, like, the weirdest fucking... It's, like, white. It's like text on a white background, and it's like with the typing noises as text appears. But they keep sounds like it was recorded by the side of like a highway. There's like the sound of cars driving by and the sad piano music, and they keep like typing like apologies and then deleting them to make them more emotional. And this is all like part of the video.
Can you imagine if they started cry typing like about halfway through? Like,
that's what it felt like.
So sorry, I just wanted to do a racism.
I just wanted to include the pepperoncini in the box.
I just wanted to whisper the N-word into every jar of sauce.
I just wanted to get shit-faced at the football game.
Papa John shit-faced.
But yeah, so I don't know whatever ended up happening from that. It was just like the weird video and like the divorced dad website, and I don't know if the two ever like reconciled anything.
Okay.
I don't
what else we got? What else we got for this? Oh, do we want to talk about
Mary.
Kaepernick?
Yeah.
Oh, we could, but you want to talk about that, or you want to talk about the gay Mary?
The gay Mary?
Oh, it's not it's like a shout out. It's India just decriminalized homosexuality.
Oh, okay.
After having that law on the book for a really long time because of British colonialism.
Yeah.
Yay! Good for them. That sounded really sarcastic, but genuinely good for India.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't think anyone would accuse you of being sarcastic about this.
I don't know. I get anxiety about things.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
But so Kaepernick. Kaepernick has been decided to be the. So Nike made what is probably one of the smartest branding decisions of this decade, honestly. And I don't want to sound like I'm saying Nike's praises here because Nike fucking uses like child
slave labor.
Child slave labor, yes. But this is just they decided to pick up Colin Kaepernick and Venus Williams or was it Serena or Venus?
It was Serena.
Serena, sorry. Colin Kaepernick and Serena Williams for their advertising campaigns since the NFL started tonight. Now that I think about it, actually, I think the first game of the regular season is tonight or preseason. I really don't fucking know what goddamn thing about football, if I'm being honest.
Hey, me either.
But Colin Kaepernick is now one of the faces of Nike, and racists everywhere are burning their Nike gear to
in
show
effigy, really,
to epically own not Nike.
Yeah, well, and like they're like going to the hospital burn ward because they burnt the shoes.
That's not that. Nope, that was faked. Actually,
I know, but like.
Listen, you can't bring up that thing and treat it like it's truth if it's like faked like that.
You can because it's extremely funny that would happen.
there were like a bunch of like shithead rich kids like making videos like, see what you do, Nike? This is about like throwing like 5 pairs of Nike sneakers into a chimenea in like their parents' backyard. And like even possibly dumbest bitch alive, Tammy Laren. She was like, yeah, you guys should not be burning her shit, just donate it to homeless shelters. And like there are a bunch of chuds in her mentions being like, no, homeless deserve better than this. Oh, fuck off. I will say though that like even though like it's brands, the tagline for this marketing campaign of stand for something even if it means sacrificing everything is very good.
Yeah.
I'm easy to emotionally manipulate, and like the ad that they did with him like narrating is like real good. But it's it's brands.
Did y'all see the brightest, most beautiful offspring of the president, Donald Jr., posted on his Instagram the Nike ad with stand for something, even if it means sacrificing everything, overlaid his father's face.
What?
The President Trump, who has famously faced consequences for his actions his entire life.
Well, it's like when Lex Luthor said, "Do you know how much power I'd have to give up to become president?" People. There was a lot of concern trolling about who is that other NFL player who joined
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman, who joined the army, left the National Football League, went to go fight in Afghanistan, and was killed by friendly fire. And they're all like, actually, Pat Tillman really, truly sacrificed everything. And it's like, Yeah, he died by friendly fire. What's your point?
He died by friendly fire. He was extremely anti-war, and even if he was like extremely pro-war and like hated the idea of kneeling for the flag, the idea of the right being like, we need to use this dead soldier's face for Nike advertising is just extremely funny to me.
If I recall correctly, his like surviving like family, like I don't know if he was married, but somebody was like, hey, fuck off, stop doing that.
Yeah. He was explicitly anti-war.
Wait, so was he anti-war when he left to go fight in Afghanistan?
I think he may have. Was the draft in effect back then?
It wasn't, I don't think. If you look like at most of the stuff that he says, he seems to get more anti-war through his experience in the military.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
fair. I feel like being in the military would be.
Now, definitely not be something that endears you to the military.
Yeah, he was on record saying that the Iraq War was imperial folly.
Yeah, and that's like
he
not
called George W. Bush a cowboy.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
But the thing is, cowboys are like cowboys are cool, and George Bush is demonstrably not.
Is he our least cool president? I mean, I know that Donald Trump is in office, but
I think the least cool president probably has to be. I don't know. I like to think of I like Martin Van Buren just because of his name.
William Henry Harrison.
These are some of the presidents.
Like George Bush did say at one point, 1,000 points of light, which is a cool sounding phrase, even if it was to justify carpet bombing Iraq. So, I mean, it's just enough to put him above, like, I don't know, John Adams. That's who I'm picking. His name sounds like boring, so he's the least cool president now.
1,000 Points of
like
Light
that
was that book that Oprah endorsed that turned out to be like a fake memoir.
A Million Little Pieces, actually. Okay,
I
yeah,
know.
never mind, fuck. I missed the joke. I zoned out for a second. I missed the joke. I've been owned so many times this episode. So that's Kaepernick.
More to come.
What was yeah, obviously. It's me we're talking about. Of course I'm gonna get owned more by the time this episode's over. Oh god. What the fuck was I gonna talk about? There was something else I was literally just about to bring. Oh, the fucking op-ed.
Hey!
Can I take this?
Yes, Caroline, please. Carry the shit,
Right.
Put the team on your back, and take us to the end zone, cross the plane, touchdown. Don't get tackled by Greg Jennings.
I call it football.
Or Darren Sharper.
The hottest safety in the league.
The hottest hitting safety in the league.
My fucking leg broke.
So, everybody's
But
been
don't,
talking
I gotta
about
do this shit.
the
for
latest
team.
viral op-ed from the failing New
Sorry.
York Times. Little background is that Bob Woodward, who is one of the two journalists who exposed Watergate famously, wrote a book of his research from this current very beautiful, very, very wet administration. And the book was very funny, apparently. I actually don't think it's out yet, but excerpts were released.
No, but there are excerpts, including some that say that that President Trump had to that people stole, like, fucking would steal paperwork off his desk.
It's really good. So the book is just filled with the quote-unquote adults in the room, like Mattis and Kelly, who are obviously just as bad as everybody else in the administration, but, like, they care about, like, all the sir stuff, so... But it's full of them calling to him, like, a total idiot, just completely unhinged, has, like, the attention span and understanding of, like, a fifth grader, just a petulant child, all that. And also it contains an anecdote of how various aides around him, various probably, like, members of his cabinet and stuff, have been, when they cannot convince him to flip on something that's objectively, like, a bad decision in their mind, they will go to his desk in the Oval Office and simply just take the bill he wants to sign that they don't want him to sign away. And the President of the United States does not have object permanence. He doesn't think that exists anymore.
Yeah, when Melania leaves the room, she ceases to exist.
Exactly.
That's why it's okay that he's fucked all those other women.
Yeah, it's because she's not even real.
Yeah.
So it's a very funny book to begin with, but it set off something like a news cycle that's even funnier, which is like in the reaction to the book, both from the White House and from the press, a senior White House administration official apparently submitted an op-ed to the New York Times, who like they know who the person is, obviously, and it's just literally sir, the op-ed. It's that, yeah, we know he's a complete like just screaming colicky little baby who has no concept of anything he's doing or any effect he has on any other people. But we agree with everything he's doing, but we're just trying to temper his worst impulses. And
yeah, everything he's doing is good. It's just that he's a baby.
Yeah, we like to do it. We just got sad when he made fun of the Lodestar Senator McCain, which is a kind of an uncommon word that's used in this paper.
Shooting Lodestars,
op-ed.
thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Alex Jones actually like fucking put up his dukes to fight Marco Rubio, and Mike Pence could be heard from down the hallway shouting, "Lodestar!"
So people noticed that this was an unusual word, and that a very prominent senior White House official, Mike Piss, used the word lodestar quite a bit for like going back at least 15, 20 years.
Going back, most importantly, going back prior to his current speechwriter. So either he's got two speechwriters who share a dictionary, or he just fucking loves, or more likely, he just fucking loves that word.
Yeah, it's compelling circumstantial evidence, but the fact remains that, you know, looking at his other writing, the man is not a good writer.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying this is probably who it is. It's just funny to think about it because that's what like the media has been talking about. And of course, the White House is going fucking insane. Trump tweeted like the gutless
treason,
treason in all caps question mark at like 10 p.m.
When I'm treason.
I love my president so much. And he was like, this person is a gutless coward, and the New York Times should turn them into the White House. So he wants to like arrest Mike Piss for being rude to him in the New York Times. But like it goes without saying, there has been positive reaction to it, but it goes without saying that this op-ed is a steaming load of horseshit. That's
even most libs talking about it are like, oh, so this is just a person trying to like get ahead of
it's like the exact people, the very small circle of the exact people who you think would like this op-ed, but it's just very
like, this is like if this had come out like 6 months ago, no, sorry, more like a year ago, in like the Rogue White House
Oh my
Twitter
god, that's
thing.
what I thought it was at first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, if this was like a year ago when that was like in full heat, and like people like Joyanne Reed were still like retweeting it and shit, like that is when it would be like, okay, I don't buy this, but like a lot more liberals would buy into it. But like they've seen this shit before.
Yeah, that's fair. It is funny though. I really hope we find out who it is. I think
the
White House also really hopes we find out who it is.
Who bit Beyonce.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Can I just say that Nancy Pelosi endorsed I actually think it was Pence theory.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Why are the Democrats like this?
Alright, let me see. Pelosi, Pence, I'm Googling. Yep. Nancy Pelosi guessed Mike Pence was anonymous anti-Trump op-ed writer. This is from Newsweek 8 hours ago.
Listen,
that she initially assumed it was him.
My theory is that it's Jared. There's no evidence, no matter how like circumstantial and petty backing this up. I just know it's Jared, so everybody's gonna have to deal with that.
She said the very funny line of, she says, it probably won't take us long to figure out who wrote it. Who has denied it? The vice president. That was my first thought, Pelosi said. Dan Coates, Pompeo. They've denied that they've written it. I guess by process of elimination, it will come down to the butler.
Remember?
That's a good joke, Nancy.
Ben fucking Carson's spokesman was like, by the way, it's definitely not, Ben Carson. Like, I forgot Ben Carson was in the fucking White House. Like, I literally, like, I would not have, like,
Hey.
Just what? I can't believe he's still there.
Hey, do you remember when Ben Carson said that David built the pyramids to store grain?
Yeah.
Remember how that was like 50 years ago?
Remember how it hasn't even been a fucking year since that one kid mowed the White House lawn?
You see, I actually
Yeah.
That was less than a year ago.
When he did the funny face of
The funny
yelling.
face.
Yes. It's been less than a year since Kurt Eichenwald since Ted Cruz liked the porn tweet.
Yeah, that was on 9/11. Never forget.
Never forget. 4 days when you're hearing this, get ready.
never forget the anniversary of Time for a Little Porn-a-Rooney.
That was a good tweet.
I was just trying to prove to my wife that porn existed.
I will.
It was
That was such a
specifically
good day.
incest
That was like
cuck
the
porn,
only good
wasn't
day
it?
in 2017. Kurt Eichenwald hentai day. I think of
His strong
to
karate
myself,
sons.
hentai by noon. Labor wins soon to like at least once a week.
Yeah.
It's just one of the spring ones I have.
like, time is fake because
Time's fake.
it still hasn't been a year since Vegas.
Holy shit!
Like, sorry to be a downer about this, but like, someone brought that up to me the other day. I was like, and like, I think like Alex Navarro mentioned it on the Beastcast or something, but it was like, it hasn't been a year since Vegas. They talked about the Jacksonville shooting last week, right?
I think so.
Okay, yes, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just running through the timetable in my head. Yes, they did talk about the Jacksonville shooting last week. Just, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, sorry to bring the room down. What else we got? How about the Trump administration sidestepping the court agreement that limited detention for immigrant children?
Oops.
Yeah.
Y'all mind if I...
They're trying
Don't.
to overturn the provision that says you cannot detain children for longer than 20 days.
The fact that the upper limit currently is 20
days.
is fucking
Yeah,
wild.
God.
I mean, like, what's the... Like, that's just... I thought you were going to say, like, 24 hours or something. I didn't know it was 20 days. They want to... And I think 20 days is too fucking short.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it together, but
It's getting really
God,
bad.
this week is testing me.
It's not just fucking bad out there.
Yeah.
Getting
Any good news
worse.
this week?
Was there any good news this week?
No.
Oh, fuck, we got the Alex Jones thing already.
Yeah, we got the Alex Jones thing out of the way.
Rest in pieces, bitch.
Rest in
Twitter
Chile.
Twitter is now promoting
Pepperoni
politics
cheese.
tweets onto your timeline. Friend of the show, patron of the show, Ashley New, posted a screenshot in general today in the general chat of the Henry Kissinger Discord, which you should join, by the way. The link is in our Twitter. But friend of the show, Ashley New, posted a link from their timeline of a tweet that was promoted for political reasons and not just because someone paid money for it.
Huh.
Cool.
Interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn, but it'd be like that.
That is just how it be sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I'm staring right at my mood pin right now, my dudes.
Mood.
I dropped mine on the floor. I don't know where the fuck it is.
Wait, is this like a pin that changes color? Or like...
No, it's,
like a pin of the mood emoji.
yeah,
P
we
got
got them.
meetup.
We got them at P Got Meetup. Never forget.
Funny Roy brought them.
That's extremely good. I wish I was there
Yep.
even slightly more now.
Friend of the show, Funny Roy, who we love. What else we got this week, folks?
Spider-Man
might
coming
be
out.
Yeah, Spider-Man's out.
Spiders.
Hey, Adventure Time ended and it was gay.
It was gay.
It was gay. That's good. We love an Adventure Time.
Yeah.
We love being gay.
Love on-screen gay kiss.
On-screen gay kiss. Bubbling is finally canon. I really want to go back and just watch Adventure Time.
Does that constitute a spoiler? Probably not.
Might. It's been a week.
It's bad.
We'll put a heads up in the description.
All right. Shit. What else happened this week?
I'm actually kind of tapped trying to think of other stuff. I mean, we're at an hour. We don't really need to keep going about this fucking week.
Huh.
Yeah, we can probably do
But-
questions.
Yeah.
The fucking. Did we talk about Kavanaugh snubbing the snubbing Fred
Oh
Gutenberg?
shit!
Fred
Yeah.
Gutenberg, Gutenberg, father of one of the girls who was killed in the Parkland shooting. The daughter whose name I don't remember, but there's
Jamie.
video of it. What's that?
Jamie Gutenberg.
Thank you, Jamie
That's the
Gutenberg.
girl's name.
Fred Gutenberg, her father, came up to Brett Kavanaugh on day one of the hearings on Tuesday and reached out a hand. And Kavanaugh, as soon as Kavanaugh realized who he was dealing with, he immediately pulled his hand away so that he did not accidentally shake hands with this man.
Mhm.
And you can hear there was video of Fred Gutenberg saying his daughter was murdered in Parkland as Kavanaugh just turns and walks.
As soon as he says that, he
Right.
turns and walks away.
He
Yep.
needs that.
Like, he was
NRA
looking
money.
right at him, making direct eye contact, and just...
He was about to shake
And-
his hand.
Yeah.
He was there as a guest of another senator and was like
Yeah.
announced.
And
so
then,
he knew who he was.
I'm pretty sure either the GOP or the White House put out a statement saying, like,
It was a security risk.
Justice Kavanaugh was approached by an unidentified man, and was, like, escorted away by security before. Which is, like, a very bold-faced lie, because Feinstein brought him in, and also Kavanaugh very clearly heard who the man was, because it's
Yeah.
so obvious from the video. Anyway.
Anyways,
Questions?
I want to get into some questions.
Questioneries. Yes.
Let's go to tumblr.com. If you have a question you want to ask of us, hkipgtd.tumblr.com/ask. Well, we don't have a ton of questions, but we got some questions.
Mhm.
Did we put out a call for it?
No,
Probably
oops.
not.
Bialystocking Bloom wants to know, you know how people who grew up in the Great Depression tend to hoard stuff a lot? If, or God willing, when, the revolution happens, what are going to be the weird tics and habits of the last generation to grow up in this capitalist hellscape?
Posting.
Ooh. Yeah.
Calculating sales tax.
Oh my god.
So, it's like, you're bartering and like, okay, I got these 3 rocks, but after tax, it's about 3.2. Oh no, wait, that's not a thing anymore. Okay, just take these 3 rocks and I'll take your 4 of oyster.
Venmo.
We'll still have Venmo. Society will collapse, but Venmo will just keep on ticking.
We'll always have Venmo.
Yeah.
God, I love Casablanca. Millennial Casablanca would be... That's a BuzzFeed video, I'm almost certain.
Millennial Casablanca. I'm literally like, I can't even think of it.
He instead of playing against Sam, he shouts, "Play it again, Alexa," and it just like starts playing Despacito
This is
again.
so sad. Alexa, play As the World Turns.
This is so sad.
Oh, sorry,
Alexa,
As
play
Time
Everything
Goes By.
Goes
That's
Numb.
the song. That's the song.
Alexa, this is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito for the 14th time. Alexa, play Despacito Nightcore Mix.
Oh my god.
Oh, Christ.
I feel like there's more to this question.
Wait,
though.
if Donald Trump was being played on an Alexa, would it be Despacito?
Yes.
Nice.
Zinger.
Thanks.
Zinger.
Drumpacito.
Eh.
You know, because he's orange. Just
Yeah.
okay.
And he's orange.
He's orange. It's just burnt into my brain. Like when
Yeah.
Sophie, when my Vancouver girlfriend Sophie was here this past weekend, like 3 separate times, apropos of nothing, just Eminem's freestyle, awful hot coffee pot. Happy, like it came up 3 separate times. Happier than Anderson Cooper shoving a tuber up his pooper. No, I probably shouldn't. I'm sorry. I know I've said this before, and I know I get angry about it every time. But like, if you stop a homophobic statement before you say the last word of the sentence, it doesn't count.
No, it's
Did any of you happen to see that video of that guy doing like this is what Eminem like sounds like when he raps, and it's just him like angrily saying words in like that, you know, that like
The Eminem voice, yes.
yeah, it's very good.
Eminem's on our minds again because he put out a new album where he does very much just say the F word in it.
Like the bad F word, not the slightly
yes,
less
obviously
bad
we say
F word.
fuck on this podcast every 3rd word.
on
But
this
I know.
podcast we say fuck.
yes,
This podcast fucks.
the F slur, the cigarette one.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I now that I'm thinking about that, I learned recently that's like actually a thing. I literally thought it was a thing that like some like fucking Jimmy the fucking shitheel in my school was like he heard about it online and it was like back in the 1800s they actually used to call tobacco products that word.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, Allie said it's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't
We've
realize that.
had
I
a
thought
Brit the whole time.
I thought it was like I genuinely thought it was like someone like dredging some like ancient dialectical thing from like 50 years ago.
The ancient Egyptians used to call it this. You want to move on to the next question?
They called it a Yumino game.
Actually, they called it Movie Ball.
Okay.
Tumblr user Neckfalac
says, "Dear HKIP, there's a rent control measure on the ballot in my city. Every time I see... I'm running this show, bitch! You introed it, but I'm fucking running it."
Okay.
"There's a rent control measure on the ballot in my city. Every time I see signs against the measure in the front yards of fancy houses, I get angry and have trouble keeping myself from stopping the car and tearing them up with my bare twink hands. What's something more productive I can do to support the measure?"
Well, first of all, do that.
Yeah,
definitely do it.
Use your bare twink hands. Spray paint actually would be a much more effective way of doing it. If you can get it, if you can make sure no one's home, just like a quick and you're done.
You just sniff around some local leftist orgs and see.
Yeah.
You could also just take them if you don't want to tear them up.
I'm trying to make a joke here, but I don't have anything, but I do want to share the process that I'm going through. I'm trying to workshop this and that guy who spray painted "Don't email my wife" on that other dude's garage.
I was literally just thinking about "Don't email my wife."
Wait, did you... I don't remember who it was, but somebody was posting about, I just had an epiphany that this guy probably spray painted this on someone else's house. He didn't spray paint "Stop emailing my wife" on his own home.
It was a warning on his own
Yeah,
house.
I think I was assuming that too on some level.
Yeah.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
It's actually not written in spray paint. That's the blood of the last man who emailed his wife.
Actually, if you read the text, his wife is the monster.
Don't email is the name of the scientist.
That sounds like Dr. Don't Email sounds like that fucking the Zen Pencils thing of the Mr. Stop Being Racist.
Stop being racist.
Dr. Don't Email's wife.
Is there a Mr. Racist? Remember the fucking Zen Pencils comic that was about abandoning your wife to do Game of Thrones LARP?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do remember the Zen
Remember
Pencils.
that? Do you remember the Zen Pencils comic where he drew a bunch of animators and fucking
Miyazaki?
Miyazaki was in there, and it was if you
and it was fuck the haters.
Fuck the haters, don't listen to critique.
Yeah, it was Miyazaki crushing a big blob that was literally labeled the critics in a giant
and
mech suit.
also because fucking Mr. Zen Pencils doesn't know a goddamn thing about what Miyazaki actually makes. He did have Miyazaki jump into a Gundam because he was just Miyazaki makes anime.
Japanese.
Anime has Megazords. Let's fucking do this.
I wish I had a Megazord.
I mean, don't we all, Zach? That's what gay space luxury communism will get us.
I just want to be able to yell the name of a dinosaur and then have it show up.
I mean, you can do that for $5 and buy a plastic dino.
Tiger!
You just shot Brontosaurus and just throw it across the room.
Yeah, it's like being 3.
It's the same thing. Listen,
it's like when you're playing with Pokemon toys.
Listen. I've had 2 whole beebs.
I wish I had a beeb.
I just want to say, Shout with a P or the girl reading this has just posted in the chat for $5 a month. And I just want you all to know that this is exactly the sort of thing that you can get if you donate to us on Patreon.
$10 a month. For $10 a month, you get access to this live recordings.
You can hear all of this, which will be inevitably cut. This episode will be about 10 minutes long by the time it comes out.
It's just going to be a supercut of my stupid idiot hyena laugh and nothing else.
Can I just say that would probably be our best episode at this point?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. For $5 a month, you too can hear us plan out at the beginning of the episode the intro that we're about to do and how funny it would be.
You can't do that for $5 a month. For $10 a month, though, you can.
Oh, sorry.
What was that?
And for $8,000 a month, we will.
She died. She phased out of existence.
It's for $10. Oh shit.
Is she okay?
I'm here.
Okay.
So I just heard this loud ass static sound.
I heard. Well, the thing is,
the sound of the hand.
Well, the thing is, I heard the static too, so it wasn't me.
Oh. It was the
that
girl
Caroline?
listening to this.
Oh, Caroline can't hear any of us, but we can hear Caroline typing.
Oh, Caroline, we can hear you.
Caroline can't hear us.
Oh, Discord just bit it. This happens to me all the time.
Technically, you can also listen to some technical issues that will
So this is now a
multi.
multimedia experience.
Yeah.
We're gonna publish the
right.
chat logs alongside this episode so you can follow along with the part.
Yeah,
It's
sing
gonna be
along.
like that time that we posted your funny soup time meme.
Yeah, that was
That was a good moment.
I'm proud. I have to say, it's my proudest podcasting moment.
That was a Henry Kissinger funny moment. We don't have any more questions.
Yeah, that's it. It's just Lightbringers, baby.
Yeah.
Is
Can
Caroline
we get
coming
some
back?
Lightbringers? Caroline, can you hear?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi.
You want to move into Lightbringers?
Yeah, we can do Lightbringers.
All right. I need a second to actually think about mine. So, Eden, if you want to kick this bitch off.
Craig, what's your Lightbringer?
I just like recording.
Now recording.
Oh my god.
My, Jesus. My
Jesus.
Now recording. Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die. Up next, Dragon Ball.
Oh, is that your Tom voice?
Yes, it's me, Steve Bloom.
who the fuck
Dang.
is Steve Bloom?
He was the voice of Tom and Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. He is the most hired video game voice actor of all time.
And dubbed anime.
Yes, that too. He was also the voice of the fuck was his name from Samurai Champloo? Mugen?
Think so.
Not Samurai Champloo. Am I thinking of Samurai Champloo? Yes, I am.
My
Anyways.
Lightbringer for this week is being back in Sudbury where all of my friends are, and it doesn't suck every single day to just be kind of hanging around doing nothing all the time.
Where
That's
were
valid.
you before?
I was
not a dox, just a question.
I was in the bad city of Barrie, which is just about 3 hours south, but I don't know anyone there, so it really blows.
I'm still thinking. Caroline? Oh, no, I've got mine. So my Lightbringer this week is absolutely going to be Everything Goes Numb by Streetlight Manifesto, their debut album from 2003, I want to say. Oh, just guessing off the dome. The reason it's come back into my purview is because host of the show and former host of the show Brooks and former host of the show Eddie, their podcast Fun Point is doing the album next week, and I've been going back and listening to it. And I listened to it one time, and I was like, yeah, this fucking rips. And then I listened to it over and over and over and over again, and I can't stop fucking listening to it because it's a really, 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 really fucking good ska album.
Wait, did you just say the words really good and ska album in the same sentence?
Listen to Everything Goes Numb before you fucking speak, bitch.
Without the words, this is not a very, immediately, preceded, of course.
Caroline died, I think. Caroline, are you dead?
I
She
literally
says
just
internet extremely spotty.
reconnected.
Okay, here she is. Caroline, what's
If I
your
disconnect
Lightbringer?
again, I'm not going to try again. Okay.
Valid. Get your Lightbringer done and get out of here.
Very fast.
All right. It should be very fast because I've already done this, but I haven't done the seasons that I just watched. So I finished the fucking Sopranos, and it just blew me away. No other TV show touches it. It's very good to me, and I liked to see it. That's my Lightbringer. And also in the very last couple seasons, it starts to hone in a little more sharply than in the previous few on a very good theme of living in a society, which is good. I'm done.
The thing is, at the end of the day, you can't decline. We do live in a society, and also Lin-Manuel Miranda is on that show.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda is on that show for 5 seconds.
It's like a bellhop,
and I screamed.
Yeah.
Does at any point Tony Soprano tell gamers to rise up?
That's actually in the
no,
series
but
finale.
he gets mad at his son for posting.
He just comes out in Joker makeup and knocks the phone out of his hand.
Pretty much.
The series finale, actually, if you turn the volume up and listen very carefully, you can hear him whisper gang weed.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Heath
Bravo,
Ledger's
David
Joker
Chase.
this whole time.
Zach, what you got?
Honestly, I'm gonna say Sour Sketty.
That's a good one.
Has anyone ever used Sour Sketty before? Because it fucking rules.
I probably haven't.
So for those of you who aren't in the snack markets to get Sour Sketty, I'm holding this bag right now. Haribo makes a product called Sour Sketty, and yes, it's spelled apostrophe Getty, like the end of spaghetti. And it's just like little sour little straws, and it rules. It's also the official unofficial candy of Peagot Nation, Crank Nation. So
Crank Nation.
All right. I've been doing some breathing exercises in order to thank all of our patrons over on patreon.com/HKIPGTD in one breath again, like I did last time.
You're just gonna yelp. Just
Okay, here we go. And that was all of them.
wow.
So patreon.com/HKIPGTD if you would like to donate to the show. $1 a month gets you access to all of our bonus content, our Lightbringers, which I think we have one of those coming out pretty soon. Any bonus content, pre-show, post-show stuff, a lot of rambling shit. $5 a month gets you a special role in our Discord and a shout out on the podcast, and $10 a month gets you all the stuff below it, as well as the ability to listen to the podcast live as we do it. Like we have a couple people doing right now. So, thank you very much to Parkton Seinfeld, David Besser, Paige Besser, Movie Ball, Ronenberg, Alex Schaub, Nick Jagged, Six Arm Sweater, Mogi the Panda, Destry, Hawk, Single Pair, Sonic M, Craig, Pierre the Disaster, Tufts McGee, John McCain, Funeral City, 350 Million Dead, Carrie J, The Tallest Jew, Michael Weems, Surrey Jack, Non-Binary with Left Beat, 500 Bs, Summer Guys, Helga K, Delaney Fritz, M Chambers, Harry Tomlinson, Dijonais, Jordan Hagen, Chaz Thunderguns, Benjamin Kingston Faria, Scout Shiro, Petaz, Evan Lowe, Brett Hutt, Stephanie Ruff, Ollie Anders, and Ellen the Anarcho-Londonist.
Holy shit.
You gotta rap them all like Eminem doing his fast rap voice.
I don't have that.
Episode.
Listen, I don't have that much breath. The only reason I have that much breath is because I trained myself to sing along to Jeff Mangum in Holland 1945. Well, the thing is, in Holland 1945, but then they buried her alive for like the next minute is one fucking breath, and I can sing that, but very carefully.
Have you heard Ferris Wheel on Fire?
Yes.
No, what?
Good.
Oh, it's like a collection of B-sides. And
Oh, cool.
like, have you heard the song "Oh Sister"?
No, I haven't.
Anyway, he sings an entire verse and then breathes in the middle of a word. It's very cool.
Yeah. This is a really weird tangent, but in the big popular soul coughing hit Circles, in the last chorus, Mike Doty runs out of breath and he's just like, walk around in circles, in circles. And it's very good every time I hear it. It's a good song too. Anyways, so if you want to check us out elsewhere, at HKPGTD on Twitter, on Facebook, on Tumblr, everywhere you want, you can find us, on Reddit as well. Thank you to Bisexual Punch Party for setting that up for us. If you want to find me personally, I'm at SunhatZenya on Twitter, and that's, SUNHATZHENYA. I'm also that on Twitch, and I've been trying to stream a little bit more regularly, and I always say that like every time, but like finally my life has quieted down just a little bit that I can actually fucking do it more often now. So if you want to check me out there, also my other podcasts, Fear Baiting, which is, two queer idiots taking a look at horror movies from a queer point of view, and it's very fucking fun. And The Wonder Years, where the same two queer idiots plus a friend, look at Animorphs. And we just wrapped up the David trilogy, which was fucking wild.
My name's Eden. You can find me on Twitter at TP_Albuquerque or on Mastodon at TP_Albuquerque, but I've spelt it wrong. So it's ALBEQUERQUE at bofa.lol. And
oh my god.
Oh yeah. I'm also if you want to find me on Mastodon, sorry, I'm Sunhatzenya at snouts.online.
Man, that's a server name.
It's an extremely furry instance.
Also on Tumblr as just Turning Point Albuquerque, but I never post there. And I've got another podcast with fellow Discord mate David called The Stick, where we talk about Homestar Runner. We just put out a new episode with brother of the show, Jordan, brother from Jurgen.
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm Zach. You can find me on Twitter at Cataquax or on Tumblr, which I barely use, at Nightzone with a K, or wherever books are sold.
All right. And this has been Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, folks. Thank you so much for listening. Just always remember, not a threat.
Just a fact.
And at the end of the day,
smallest just a fact.
Please remember, at the end of the day,
Memento Pokemore.
There we go.
That's the one.
That's podcast.
You're playing right into Lex Luthor's hand. It's such a ruthless plan. Might even lose the fan. But fuck it, Superman wouldn't change in a phone booth for Stan. I'm a brand new being, like Grand Pooba's band. Happy as Anderson Cooper having a tuba crammed in his pooper with lubricant. Wait, that's two. I can't. Since honesty's the best policy, I'll give it the old college try. Try to acknowledge my mistakes. Probably won't qualify as a gentleman and a scholar, but it's time that I swallow pride and say that I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't apologize. I think of all the times I compromised my bottom lines and thought of rhymes that sodomized your daughter's minds. Then I'm like, dollar signs.